Thanks very much, everybody. Yous are all settled back in. We had the cup of tea and the beautiful buns and cake and carrot cake. And if anybody doesn't believe me, later on you can come up and look at me beard. There's still some of them in there, so there is. Anyway, we're going to start with a bit of dancing. Because we had these ladies positioned in the first half and they just all got together and they're going to entertain us now with a lovely two selections, some Trip to the Cottage, I know was the first one, and some reels then with Paddy playing for them, Paddy Maguire. But it is all the way from up the road, the Mullingar Shamrock Dancers. Give them a round of applause. Whenever you're ready, lads. Don't be shy, Willie. You're a natural. Yes, we're getting ourselves back there, and Mick and Myra, are you ready to dance there? Trying to talk them into it at the side. They were dancing away there behind that piece of wood. If only you could see it now, it would have made the night. Hand in hand, you know. We're going to thank, first of all, our lovely group of dancers. Did you enjoy them? Nice bit of dance, group dancing. And of course, lovely music. The Mullingar Shamrock Dancers. Myra's getting ready up there. She's setting herself back up in position, and we're going to keep it going with two ladies from Ulster, two fine, accomplished musicians at this stage, who put together a fantastic album which has been reviewed all over the world, on the internet, throughout radio, through print form. Why? Because it's just a great album. Accordion and fiddle. Brian McGrath was on the album, so he's not with them tonight, but Myra's here. She knows their music, so it'll be great. Annette Owens is on the buskakeol, and of course the fiddle player Brenda McCann. Come on out, ladies. And of course, their CD is with them tonight. So people do saying at the interval there, you know, getting CDs and that. Not too often they're in the shops. And sometimes at a concert, maybe your only chance to pick them up directly. Now artists are selling them just at concerts in their gigs. So this is a lovely album, Fly By Night. A lot of the selections tonight will be featured on that. So look at that. They're even tuning up. Tell you, that's something else. We wouldn't do that in Cavan. There's no way we'd tune up at all. Give away nothing, we would. Are you doing the talking, Annette or Brenda? If you want to do a talk. We might share it. Will you share the talk?
That's great, thank you. Yeah. Hello, how are you all doing? It's great to be back again in Milltown tonight. I can't believe it's a year ago since the last time, but absolutely delighted to be invited back again this year, and especially obviously because Brenda's here as well. We're going to start off with a couple of jigs. The first one's called The Maid on the Green. The second one is Richard Dwyer's, and the third one is Paddy Fahey's. Thanks very much. We're going to go on now. I'm going to play a couple of reels. The first one is a tune by John Brosnan from County Kerry, and the second one is Denny O'Brien's.
We're going to continue now with two marches, and the first one is a composition of Arthur Kearney from Omagh in County Tyrone, and it's called the Camoan. And the second one is a composition of Sean Nugent, and it's called The Pride of Erin. And both Arthur Kearney and Sean Nugent had influence on our playing, and of course Annette played with the Camoan Ceilidh Band at one point, and of course Sean had called this march after the Pride of Erin Ceilidh Band, the Ceilidh Band that he had played with. So two tunes that mean a lot to us, the Camoan and the Pride of Erin. I'm going to continue now with two jigs that I'm playing a very long time. I really enjoy playing them. The first one is Munster Bacon, and the second one is a composition of William Thompson, a fiddle player from County Antrim.
Thanks very much. We're going to finish up now with a set of reels. The first one, I do have to think about this now. The first one is a Paddy Fahey tune. The second one is a Finbar Dwyer tune, and the last one is a Paddy Kelly tune. And thank you very much, Moira. Isn't it great to help out so well? Thank you. Thanks very much. We'll play a couple of reels. These are two real favourites of ours. We love them. The first one, Mayor Harrison's Fedora, and the second one, The Bells of Tipperary.
We'll play them 4 times each.
There's Nancy getting ready. Come on up here, Nancy. Anyway, what about that? Would you like some more? Well, then you can buy their CD at the front, and you can have them for breakfast, dinner and tea, because it's a lovely CD. The Fly Be Night it's called, and it features all those tunes and much more. Great interpretations of tunes from Sean Nugent and the Fermanagh collection. But a lovely album, and lovely girls, Annette and Brenda, and great teachers as well, passing on the music. So anyway, this is Cavan Dunno here from Cavan, and it's the first harp player in 8 years, and Mick said they hadn't had a harp player to come up and do a few solos. So a unique man, the eldest of the Donohoe clan. Many years ago he went on honeymoon with me and came back with his mother over there, and that's her there with the red face. Wave your face there, good girl Angela. And he plays the pipes and the guitar. This is all in code here. You don't know this is going on, but we're actually doing Dancing at Luna's, Brian. April play. What dates? Of November. So November, the dates were right, it was just a different play. Jesus, it certainly is a comedy they're doing anyway. Poor old Brian Feely never wrote it in that intention. And thanks Mick for the wrong flyer, last year's flyer. Jeez, he doesn't wear that jacket too often. But anyway, this is Cavan, pipes and guitars and loads of stuff, and he's up in Dublin at college and stuff like that, so he's going to do a couple of selections and away we go. Cavan from Cavan.
Thank you very much. There was two reels there. The first one was the Shetland Fiddler, and then the second one was the Millstream. Going to continue on now with a set of jigs. The first jig is called the Stig Jig. It was written by John McCartan from Leitrim. And then the second jig is, I can't remember the name of the second one, but if I can remember, I'll tell you. Thanks. called John McKenna's Jig, another Leitrim jig. I'm going to finish up now. I broke a string there just before I came out, so I'm just going to keep it nice and short in case it breaks again. I'm going to finish up now with a slow air. It's called Oran na Trabana, and then I'll go into a reel called The Boys of Balsadare, and just like to thank Mick for asking me up, and it was a pleasure. Thanks a million.
That's Cavan from Cavan there, and of course a lot of the harping came from the Comhaltas branches in the early years when we were growing up in Nunnan County Cavan, but we would have travelled up to Granard, great woman still up there in good health. Josie Rourke would have had the Granard Comhaltas, and they would have harp lessons with Kim Fleming, tutor, and then the Rooney family from Monaghan. But a lot of his harping he would have heard from his mother, harping on at me all the time. Just years and years of harping on at me. That's where he picked it up, just a natural. And of course, Frank Gavigan would have come into Cavan on a Monday. I told this story before, and come into my house in the afternoon when he should have been with the P&T and smoke fags and drink tea with me mother and teach me the accordion. And of course, that's the tradition and importance of Frank Gavigan in the tradition for passing on the culture. A great man for Comhaltas, a great man for the singing sessions, a great man for touring around all the singing world and associated with great songs all the way. Originally from Wexford country, now living over in Essex. Essex, imagine. So he's going to sing romantic songs all night. It's just the way he's made. A big welcome, a larger-than-life character, and he could have shaved before he came here, but he didn't. Sheamus Brogan, come on out.
I think if we stood one each side of the stage, we'd look like a pair of bookends, wouldn't we? Anyway, I'm going to sing a song that was written by a Clare man called Brian O'Higgins. He was arrested after the rebellion in 1916, and he was locked up in Frongach prison in Wales. And during his time in Frongach prison, he got thinking about home. He was from a place in Clare called Gortnamona, and he wrote a series of songs, and he put them in book form, and he called the book Songs of Gortnamona. But one of the most famous songs that came out of that book was a song called A Storm Machree. A storm Machree, when you are far away from the home you'll soon be leaving. It is many a time by night and by day that your heart will be sorely grieving. For the stranger's land may be bright and fair, and rich in its treasures golden. You will pine, I know, for the long ago, and the love that is never olden. A storm Machree in the stranger's land. There is plenty of wealth and wailing, whilst gems adorn the great and the grand. There are faces with hunger paling, though the road may be weary and hard to tread, and the lights of the cities blind you. Won't you turn the store to Erin shore, and the loved ones you left behind you? A storm Machree when the evening mist over mountains and meadow is falling. Won't you turn away from the throng and list, and maybe you'll hear me calling for the sound of a voice that is surely missed, for somebody's speedy returning. Arun, Arun, won't you come back soon to the one who will always love you. Thank you. I suppose I know a lot of the people that are here tonight, and I know the fact that because we're in a rural area, there are quite a few farmers in the house. This song was written by a neighbour of mine a long number of years ago, and he said he wrote it about himself, but I know that he was nothing like the man in this song, and I hope you people down there are nothing like the man in this song either. Anyway, I nearly forgot. I am old and I'm grey, a farmer by trade. I've a small piece of land and a cow. I've a couple of cattle, a couple of pigs, a Ferguson tractor and a plough. I've a nice little house with an orchard in front, just at the bend in the road. It may sound very funny, but I have no money and no one to lighten my load. On a Monday I wash, on Tuesday I bake, on a Wednesday I mend and I sew. On a Thursday I wash up the crockeryware cup, the saucer and also the pole. On a Friday I'm off to the market with me basket of eggs just a score, for it's easy to purchase my ration. My companion is a dog and no more. On a Saturday night I'm off with delight for a haircut, a shave and shampoo. On a Sunday I'm dressed in my very best to meet with a colleen or two, for I'm needing a wife who is tired of her life, who's not afraid of a cow. She'll get up with the lark, keep going till dark, aye, and maybe stay up with a sow. She can't read a book, nor wear the new look, nor even sit down at her ease. No perms, lipsticks or powders, no furs to enshroud her, no nylons to cover her knees. No pictures or dances, she can't take any chances in dancing a reel or slip jig. But with patches and stitches, she may mend me old breeches when she's not boiling spuds for the pig. No chicken nor ham, no jelly nor jam, not even a slice of a cake. If she sits down by the fire before she retires, with bushes and briars she must bake. For the dinner on a Sunday we'll have cabbage and spuds, and maybe a lump of pig's cheek. If there's any left over, sure we'll eat it on Monday, bread and tea for the rest of the week. Now all you young ladies, I'll give you advice, far better stay single and free. Never court an old farmer unless he has thousands, for in hardship you surely will be. Never marry a miserly farmer, if you do, you'll always be his slave. For the girl that marries a miser would be far better off in her grave. Thank you.
Well done, Sheamus. As I said, a treat and a respected singer, and also a lovely man for sharing the tradition. So if you're in his company at a flag Ceol in the singing club, you'll get a great experience. A lady, even Tom, where is Tom? Tom's behind the scenes here. We've Tom on cameras filming everything tonight on video. I think it's for Ollie, and there'll be copies available. And another Tom helped me behind here. And when this performer arrived, Tom said he does enjoy lying in bed listening to Nancy na Custala. Imagine that. That's just one of his favourite treats in life, listening to her on our broadcasts on Radio na Gaeltacht and playing the concertina music and stuff like that. So I don't know if this is common for Nancy after travelling all the way over here, but she's a whole body of Midlands men listening to her now in bed. So come on out, Nancy na Custala, one of our great regulars here who supports the concert. And Jimmy over here, give them a round of applause. They're recording all this for Radio na Gaeltacht. It'll be broadcast for months to come and repeat it. And then in the middle of the night, you can hear the soft voice of Nancy. And the ladies might enjoy her as well. And of course, she heads off to Shetland on Thursday morning. Is that right, Nancy? Wednesday, you're going a day earlier.
And what happened to you?
What happened to me? Yeah, myself and Nancy were to go together, and Angela wouldn't let me. That woman over there, she wouldn't let me go, Nancy. I don't know why. Thought we were too close. Don't know how that happened. But anyway, Nancy has a new CD featuring lots of lovely performers and lots of music. And like all good CDs, it's been accepted by all the musicians as a great product because she's recorded some lovely music, and we're going to hear some of it now. So Nancy na Custala. And this is Tom here, who enjoys listening to her in bed.
Yeah, my cat meets it again and I meet it Salaba, but we'll leave that alone. Tasomela polka, I'll play a few polkas for you. Sligo polkas. They were recorded by John McKenna back in the 40s, and his collection of music has just been released as well, his full collection called The Buck from the Mountain. So any flute player, you might as well get it. And thanks to Moira here for Maggie. Now I know what Annette meant when she said it was hot up here. So I'll continue with the slow air. I'll play this for all the men who listen in bed. Tom Comhaltas na dúistar me. And after it I'll play a little tune from Willie Hunter, one of the great Shetland fiddlers, and play this for Martin Donoghue since he's staying at home this year. just like to say, in case I forget it, that it was lovely to hear the young musicians, and they were all great. Adamir there and the young musicians with the bridge, and he's fallen asleep there, I think. So I give them a big round of applause, the young musicians. I'll continue with two hornpipes. The first one is a Sean Ryan hornpipe, calls it the Swan. And the second one is the Sweeps hornpipe, or the Belfast as it's called as well. I'll finish up with two more of McKenna's reels, John McKenna's reels. He recorded them back in the 40s, The Bloom of Youth, and I forget the name of the second one. And thanks again to Myra Fraser for accompanying me. And to Mick Foster for inviting me up, and it's always nice to be here. It's a great concert every year, so Guramila Mahagi Fad.
Well done, Moira and Nancy. Lovely stuff. And Nancy's CD is available as well, a lovely Christmas present. And if you have a certain man in your life and you want to put it on late at night and listen to it, you can. But her radio show is one of the best. We were just talking behind stage with Noel there. Great recording. She goes to the trouble of digging out the archive, and especially for accordion players and the tradition. Lovely stuff. So Nancy Nakushla, thanks very much. 2 acts to go before we finish up. A lovely trio. We're going to have Nicole Carey on the buskakeol. We're going to have Jackie O'Mara on guitar. And the man in between there, Joe Kinnear, involved so much with the music around Ballynacarrigy. And I had the pleasure this summer of being up at their Trad Fest. And it was one of the most social and enjoyable events I had over the whole summer, because lots of young people playing, lots of music being played, and more importantly, you know, well-run events. So well done, Ballynacarrigy CCE. And Joe, I know, is well in the middle of it. And they have another event, another wee plug. I promise this is happening this year. It's not last year's event. This is their second year. So this, their annual traditional concerts at the Church of the Nativity on the 12th of December. So pre-warning there, over a whole night of music, song and dance. It's an 8 o'clock start, and there'll be at least 3 All-Ireland champions featured in the lineup. So that date there for the Ballynacarrigy Comhaltas, their annual Christmas concert there, that's on the 12th of December. I'll leave you with Joe and the girls.
Thank you very much, Martin. Are you all enjoying this great night's entertainment? I have to say, it was a great night's music, and well done to all the committee involved in getting all the artists. I was hoping we'd be on first, because we've a hard act to follow. I'm going to single out 1 or 2, or possibly 3 that I think deserves a good mention here tonight. Number 1 is young Adamir O'Connor. I thought he was unbelievable talent for such a young age. Well done, Adamir. The 2 youngsters out of the Bridge Cayley Band, I thought they were top class as well. Annette Owens and Brenda McCann, I thought they were note perfect. It was just so sweet. And last but not least, I just felt I never heard a harpist in the Midlands before, and I think he deserves a lovely round of applause. It's lovely music. We're going to play 2 sets of reels. I'd like to see you tapping your feet or tapping your hands. So, the first set is the Gravel Walk, Sonny Martins and the Reconciliation. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. This second selection of reels, the first one's called The Bird in the Bush, the second one is called The Green Mountain, and the third one was played earlier on tonight. It's called The Road to Ballymac. So thank you. again, thank you very much. Thank you.
Lovely stuff. And Ballynacarrig, as I say, is a place to watch. I'm sure the Summer Trad Fest will be kept going because it was such a great success. We're going to, first of all, again, thanks again to everybody for attending. It's a great success. It's a long night, but as I said before, it's a once-a-year job, and to have such a talent on one stage, it's a great achievement by the committee. So well done, whether it's Fanny down the back, or Noel at the door, or out on the yard, whether you're helping, or in the key rooms or backstage. Give them a big round of applause, because without them there'll be no concert. And people contributing both local and travel far tonight, and yous as well. Mick was saying that backstage, but all the people that travel from afar to come to this annual concert. So 8 years, I think it's a great achievement. It's great to be part of it, and especially when I knew Frank and how much he meant to be in my life. First box I ever got tuned was through Frank. So to finish up with this lady here, a legend among the tradition, multiple winner when it wasn't being done, and of course a famed lady for performance from the west of Ireland, from Sligo, none better than Deirdre Collis. And again, thanks, Myra. Myra has the warmest seat in the hall tonight. She's been over there up and down all evening, so well deserved. So, and this is part of I give her a wee round of applause.
I'm going to start off. I thought everybody be gone home by now. He might be going shortly. I'm going to start off with 2 jigs, Munster, Bacon and Thrush in the Bush. Two reels this time, John Bowes and Larry Reddings. I'm going to do a selection of reels on the whistle this time. We started off with the good old favourite, Miss McLeod's. We'll do another selection of jigs. Echoes of Éireann, Paddy Fahey's and Paddy O'Brien's. Just before I go, I'd like to thank Maura very much for her great accompaniment, not alone with me, but with everybody all night. She's just been wonderful. And thanks to Mick as well for inviting me to come to the Frank Gavigan Memorial Concert. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
We won't let Deirdre go, but we just say thanks again. And on the committee, and just for all the work she's done tonight, Celine has a little presentation to Myra over here in the corner. Myra, a lovely bunch of flowers. Seeing that Mick doesn't buy you them anymore. So there you are. There you can put them now in the car window when you're driving around on the tour with Foster and Allen. And hopefully it'll give Mick a hint and he might buy you some before next year's concert. Doubt it. We'll just call on Deirdre and Myra to finish with Aron Navian. Frank Gavigan.